Good morning. How are you today? This is Gayle. Um, I don't know if any of you are here. This is something new to me. I'm not really sure where the chat shows up, whether it is on my Google Hangouts page or on the YouTube page. But right now, I don't see anything. So I'm hoping that means that uh, there's no one here. Not that I'm hoping no one's here, but at least that way I'm not missing any chat. But I just wanted to get with you guys and I'm sorry, I wanted to make sure there wasn't sound on another channel. Experimenting, as you can tell, unfortunately, you're the ones I experiment with different ways of broadcasting my Friday Frolics. And this is a Google Hangout, which is one way that you can do a live using your webcam instead of having to hook up a camera and go through all the encoding and the other broadcasting software and all that stuff. It just seems a little confusing to me. So if this works, then hopefully this is the way I may go in the future. If you don't like it, then please let me know in the comments. This video will be, it's live now, but I will be, it'll be on my page. So if you can't figure out how to comment on Google Hangouts, then maybe I can figure it out, by your comments to the video. But anyway, it's been another week. It's been a productive week. I've gotten my Patreon reward video done, and it's been sent out to my patrons that contribute $10 or more. So hopefully you're enjoying that. It wasn't a very hard project. It was just a time, takes time because of the different steps, but I had fun with it. And I've already hung mine on the wall, so if that might give some of you an idea of what's going on. But I got that done. I've got Monday's video all recorded and uploaded, and it's ready to go Monday morning at 6 a.m. So I feel like I'm beginning to catch up, and if anything, maybe get a little bit ahead. Today, excuse my hair, I just got out of the shower and it's not dry yet, and I can't blow it dry when it's like this, where it turns into a big fuzz ball, sort of looks like a Q-tip. So I'm having to let it dry naturally, and it's just not dry. It's drying, but not totally dry. But I'm doing, I've mentioned before, maybe some of you don't know, I have, I'm trying to change something here just to see. Don't see anything. I was just looking to see if there were comments on another page. But this morning, as soon as I finish this hangout, I have a senior ride. For those of you that have watched me before, I've told you that I volunteer for a county organization that it's called Hanover Senior Rides. It's for Hanover County, Virginia. And it's to provide rides to doctor's offices, to the grocery store, to get your hair done, the little things that people need. And because they're no longer able to drive, they end up having to go into a home just because of simple things like this. They don't have transportation. So we provide these rides free of charge. And I've been I was slacked off volunteering for a while just because of all of my issues. But I've got a ride. I have to pick them up in about an hour. And I'm taking him to an orthopedic doctor. So, it's things that I really feel like benefit the community. I I wish we had had something like this when my mother was in need of transportation, but it didn't exist back then. And it was just terrible that she felt so isolated and alone. And this way, you end up, if you can't pick up these people more than once, you start to build a relationship with them. And sometimes they're just lonely and just need somebody to talk to. So let's see, what else did I want to tell you? I wasn't going to mention this, but I will, just in case some of you have gotten caught up in this. If you remember, several months ago, someone that I had considered a friend had accused me of stealing one of her techniques, which was not true. It was a technique that has been around for many, many years, but she feels like she invented it. And she pretty much bullied me there for a while. She was, saying negative things about me to her on her page and everything, and on her Facebook group. But, I just let it go. I couldn't let that steal my joy. But while we were communicating as friends, she mentioned several times about this other artist. She's an Eastern European artist that was stealing her videos, her techniques. And I just, I told her at the time that maybe it was just a coincidence that they were doing the same thing at the same time, but she wouldn't listen to me. And evidently that rivalry between the two of them got fired up quite a bit lately. And the polymer clay community got involved and started saying some pretty hateful things. And, it's a sad thing when somebody is just so bitter. But, in the polymer clay world, there is nothing new. I don't care if you do invent something, I can guarantee you someone else in the last 30 years has done it before you. It's different than a product. If you develop a product, and maybe it's a brand new product. But techniques are things that have been done for so many years, and there really isn't any way to stop people from using something that you feel like you've invented, because in reality you probably didn't. But anyway, just to put that aside, I'm not getting involved in this conflict. A couple of people asked me for some input, which I did give, and because they remembered that I had been bullied by this person. And so, but I'm not getting involved in all the hoopla. I'm sorry that things came to the conclusion that they did, but that happens. But the polymer clay community is a huge community, and if anything, we share so many things. Even the big names, the Lisa Pavelkas, the Donna Catos, the Judy Belchers, Maureen Carlson, the big names in polymer clay. Kathleen Dustin is another one. The really big names in polymer clay are more than willing to share their things with you. And, it's just the way it's always been. So it's really sad when somebody tries to monopolize a technique, and not allow anybody else to use it. But anyway, that being said, in case you had gotten caught up, let me see something. Something just popped up on my screen, and let me see if this gives me my chat. Nope, that didn't do it. So maybe I enter. No. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm still learning. I just saw something up here. It says to, oh, it all commands. I thought it was saying the people that were attending. But, you know, that being said, I just want to drop it. But, you know, don't get involved in all of the name calling and the bullying, because actually what that's doing is the person that bullied me is now being bullied by another community, and it's really not right. But you know, so don't get involved in that if you can help it. She does have some issues, she has some problems, and you know, she's probably not had an easy go of things in her lifetime. But anyway, let's drop that, because you know me, I don't want any negative comments on here either. Please, no negative comments. But I thought what I would do next week, I'm going to go ahead and schedule another live event like this and turn it into a question and answer video. You know, I haven't done one of those in a long time. And if you want to send me your questions ahead of time, just put them in the comments on this video. Just list your questions, and I'll see if I can answer them. I'll be honest with you right now, if it's anything to do with negativity or saying something bad about someone, I will not answer those questions, just to let you know ahead of time. But I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, polymer clay related, about me and my problems here at home, you know, anything. Just let me know in the comments. So I believe that is all I have for you today, except my blisters are beginning to heal. Thank goodness. I have had such a time. Did I tell you last week on the Friday Frolics that my daughter is trying to kill me? We're, you know, pulling up carpet and everything. I was so glad when she went back to work on Monday, because she was killing me last week. But it's been fun. We've gotten some things done that really needed to be done, and we're not finished yet. We're still working on it. But I will be back again next Friday with my question and answer Friday Frolics. And I will check back again on Monday morning for another polymer clay tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. It was a fun one. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I did it maybe 12 years ago, I think, at a workshop. Somebody, you know, we were doing it at a workshop, and it was one of these that I think I told you before. I'll print out instructions of things that I want to do, or if it's something that I did at a workshop, I'll write my own instructions, and then I put it in a book. So if I ever want to do it again, I've got I have the instructions on how to get where I want to go. And it was just one of these pieces of paper that was still stuck in my notebook that I never got to. So now I've done it. So hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.